What is going on, guys? Miles here, and in this video I'll be sharing my advice on how you guys can get all of the DLC weapons in Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. Let's do this. So the Winter Siege event started about 10 days ago, and with it came 5 new DLC weapons. We have 3 guns, which are the Gewehr 43, the Sten, as well as the MPMG. And there was also 2 melee weapons, which are the trench knife as well as the ice pick. And ever since the Winter Siege event began, there has been 1 special order each day which you can activate, and you can get a DLC weapon by completing it. And for the DLC guns you have to complete 50 matches, and for the DLC melee weapons you have to complete 35 matches. And the special order rotates each day. There will be a different weapon, and you can only complete 1 at a time. And a few days ago, a new game mode was added to CoD WWII, which was Gun Game, which you have probably played if you've played some of the older Call of Duty games. And from my testing, this is the best game mode to play if you want to complete those matches as fast as possible, because you don't have to win the matches, you don't have to do anything special in the matches. You do just have to watch the end of the game basically for 50 matches in order to unlock a DLC gun and 35 for a melee weapon. From what I've played, 1 match of Gun Game typically takes around 5 minutes to complete, which has got to be the fastest game mode in my opinion, at least from what I've tested myself. Typically like a team deathmatch or a free-for-all even can take up to 8 to 10 minutes to complete. So if you can consistently complete a match of Gun Game in 5 minutes, then you can obviously complete 12 of them in an hour. So in order to complete a special order for 1 melee weapon, that would take just under 3 hours, and completing 50 matches should take just over 4 hours, which is the equivalent of 1 DLC gun. Obviously I haven't factored in the lobby times for this, but the lobby times are probably going to be equal no matter what game mode you play. So getting a DLC melee weapon will take over 3 hours if you include the lobby times, but it shouldn't be a huge addition. The reason why Gun Game is such a fast game mode is because you only need to get 19 or 18 kills to complete the game, which is just over half of a free-for-all, and you have a constant sweeping UAV, so it's really easy to find the enemies and kill them. And as for playing Gun Game, I don't have a ton of tips, but just make sure you read your radar all the time, because obviously finishing first isn't mandatory, but if you do finish first, then obviously your games will be shorter because you sort of dictate the length of the game a little bit. And also for the lobby, I would definitely recommend voting for the smaller maps in the playlist, such as London Docks, and make sure you stay away from the bigger maps such as Gust of Cannon, just so you have shorter games. But if you absolutely can't stand Gun Game, then the one other method I would recommend is actually by trying to join games in progress. So what you want to do is you want to search for a team deathmatch, and if you get put in a lobby which hasn't started yet, then you just leave that lobby and search for a new one, and hope that you get put into a lobby which is already halfway complete, because obviously then the games will be really short, and as long as you witnessed the end of the game, then it will count as a game played and you'll be 1 closer to your DLC weapon. This method though can be a little bit dodgy, because obviously you'll probably lose a lot of those games if you join in progress, and it can be quite inconsistent because you can join games which have only just started and you can join games which are just about to end. As far as I'm aware, these special orders are only available until the end of the Winter Siege event, which is January the 2nd, and after that point I think the only way to get the DLC weapons is by crafting them in the collections, which can cost anywhere between 5,000 and 20,000 armory credits. And I don't really have any particular method to getting armory credits. The only way I can think of is by getting your daily bonus by logging in each day, which I believe can get you around 400 a day, which is quite decent. And you can also collect 100 from your payroll every 4 hours, so you can easily get yourself around 500 armory credits a day, but it will still take quite a while to get the DLC weapons, 20 days or so. So I would definitely recommend trying to get as many of these DLC weapons by completing the special orders rather than crafting them through the collections. But there we have it, they are the best methods for getting the new DLC weapons, which were added a couple of weeks ago to Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. Hopefully you guys found this video useful. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty, but I'll see you guys in my next video.